Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth, and I'm back today to do another reading for you guys. This reading is actually going to be really exciting. I actually feel like there's a lot of really cool messages that wanted to come through this reading, so I'm really excited about it actually. And I just want to say before I begin, a super big thank you to everybody who's donated. I asked recently in one of my posts for donations, and I'm asking again for donations. The donations really keep me going. All of my content is free across all platforms, so essentially, to make it worthwhile, I ask people for donations so that it keeps me motivated and helps keep my content fresh and keeps me kind of feeling like, okay, I have a reason to keep going and can justify the time. It's a lot of time to create a lot of content the way I do. So please, if you can donate, even if it's just $10, I appreciate it so much. All the links to donate are in the description box. All the links, if you'd like to get a reading, are in the description box. And just a big thank you to everybody who has donated and everybody who has been supportive regardless along the way and along the journey. So just big thank you. So this is a charm reading. I'm recording this on July 4th. I thought about doing like a special, with like maybe, I don't know, $20 off or something. Those of you who want to book a reading, if you book today, I'd be willing to consider doing like, $20 off my readings if you booked today, July 4th, 2025. So I'm recording this July 4th, but this is a timeless reading, okay? So I feel like mostly the reading is going to resonate with those of you who are watching in July, okay? July 2025. That's what I wanted to say. But it doesn't have to be. You might watch it later in time and resonate with it then, okay? The reason it is so exciting is that like the energies here are like almost like major arcana energies, like the equivalent of like a major arcana tarot reading. And for those of you who don't know, in the tarot, major arcana just means like there's big energies at play. There's big things at play. And so it's really exciting actually to see how things are going to go for those of you who are watching. I do want to also, before I actually continue, I want to actually say that those of you who, give me a like or drop a heart in the comments really helps the algorithm move my channel along. For a long time, I have been without monetization of my videos, so I make nothing from my videos, and all the likes really help move it along. My other channel, The Well Called Moon, has more views than this channel, which has been around, for like 10 years. So please like this video if it's all possible. It really helps me out. Anyways, okay, so major arcana energies, big, like main character vibes, okay? And I'm going to go into why I say that. Mainly, there's just, I don't know, the energies, we have both pebbles, okay? So I started doing these pebble readings like a while back, and I had found some pebbles on the ground, some small, very small rocks, which kind of represented pebbles, okay? So those of you like who want to check out my pebble readings, there's a bunch of pebble readings over on my IG page, and I'm also pretty sure there's pebble readings here on YouTube. But I was doing pebble readings for a while, and the pebble represents something small happening that creates a ripple effect that's big. And the fact that we have two pebbles here means that there's two small things that are going to come through that creates a huge change, a huge ripple effect in your life. And it's positive. The pebble represents something positive. It does not represent something negative, okay? There is in the world all kinds of domino effects, but this is not that reading, okay? This is a reading that talks about how there's two pebbles here, and that indicates big positive ripple effects, positive changes, positive like getting your ducks in a row. That's kind of more of the energy of just like you're going to get your ducks in a row and things are going to come through in a sequence. That's what I want to say. I'm seeing the number 8, and the number 8 to me equals, it's sort of like a sequence of events. That to me is what it symbolizes, like a continuity almost. We also have the bee here, and the bee is like also main character vibes, okay, for the charms, okay, in my charm collection. I did a bunch of readings with the bee, the bear, and the frog. I think, and the bee, again, it's like, we have the pebbles, which are so small and they seem so insignificant. And yet, one pebble can cause an avalanche of positive things. One pebble can cause this massive ripple effect. We have the bee here, which one singular bee can pollinate a flower and produce a fruit. One single bee can produce honey, okay, which is food for someone that's human, okay, life size. Just much larger than themselves. In some way, it's this, maybe someone thinking they're small, but actually they have main character vibes, the bee represents so much, and in some way life itself. So that this one small bee is creating life itself for this planet. And one like say small donation or one small effort or one small step can create a huge ripple effect of positive change and positive good in the world. And we don't even realize, like, our small steps and our small things that we do in life can create like this bigger positive impact. So for some of you, you're going to be having a huge impact on the world. Like, you're going to be thinking in bigger terms. You're going to be thinking in much bigger terms of what you're doing for the planet, what you're doing for other people, what you're doing in your life. For some of you, you have already mastered, I want to say, this very stable, grounded energy of, I want to say, security. You've already mastered security, and it's like you want to do more. Like, there's like, you want to think bigger, you want to expand, you want to do more, you want to, I don't know, change the world in a bigger way or have a bigger impact. For some of you, you're thinking in terms of maybe what you want to do with your platform, or starting an organization, or donating to a really good cause. By the way, I found this amazing bald eagle rehabilitation center that I really, like, in the future want to promote somehow. It's something that was kind of unexpected that I kind of found it, and I was like, this is amazing work. They're rehabilitating eagles that are injured, and I was like, wow, that is like a really big thing to do. It's a really hard task to do, and I was like, this is something that I really want to support. So I know, also, if you guys have fundraisers that you guys want me to promote on this channel, please let me know. Send me an email. I really want to do more like fundraiser stuff with each video that I produced. I did it for the LA fires because I felt like I really needed to jump on that, but I want to do more. Okay, so those of you who have a fundraiser or something that you want to create awareness on, please email me. But yeah, this bee represents the larger, bigger causes, represents life, represents the sweetness in life as well. I'm seeing, okay, so this is a very sweet message. We have this heart here, which sometimes represents a broken heart, but in this, it indicates this rose quartz. It indicates something very sweet coming through a love partner, or some kind of words of romance, or just something really sweet coming through someone who you consider to be, I don't know, maybe like a soulmate or a twin flame, or someone that you're interested in, someone that you're dating. This could also be just something sweet that comes through someone who loves you. It doesn't even have to be romantic. It could be a friend. It could be family. It could be anybody who cares about you. This is something really sweet coming through. Okay. Some of you are going to be spending very, very good quality time, I want to say, with children. There's something very sweet about spending time with children, maybe doing fun things. We have this Space Needle here, which is very specific to the Pacific Northwest. Those of you who live in the Pacific Northwest, you might be doing something in the Seattle area, or something that has to do with kids. I also see it as some of you may be traveling and doing some touristy type things. I'm seeing places in France. I'm seeing places in the UK. I'm seeing places that, you know, like the Eiffel Tower kind of thing that maybe you've wanted to do for some time, maybe going on a trip that kind of checks a lot of boxes and doing things that, you know, you hadn't previously been able to do, that would seem maybe type touristy for others, you know, for some people. For those of you, I also heard the Grand Canyon, maybe visiting the United States. Those of you who maybe live in Europe and haven't, you know, for those of you who are, let's just say, from another country that live or have lived in another country and they may be visiting the United States, doing some touristy things in the United States as well. So it kind of goes both ways. Hang on one second. Sorry about that. Okay, so this is like travel. Some of you may be spending some quality time with your family. This could be traveling anywhere. It doesn't have to be outside of the United States, but it could be. It has very positive, very, very sweet travel type vibes. Okay, that's what I want to say. There's confirmation right there. I also feel like some of you, and this is going to sound like, again, this is like an epic reading. Okay, I'm telling you, this is like really exciting. You're going to be doing some kind of big romantic gesture or making some big moves with regards to some person that you would consider to be romantic with. Okay, so they might be, this could be a grand proposal. Okay, this could be a grand, like someone asking you out on a date, and it's a grand gesture or big, like, to me, it feels really romantic. Okay, big words of love, big expression of love, you know, because this is the whale here. Now, for those of you who don't know, the story with this charm is about a couple that was separated. Okay, so some of you may be in separation or just in a no contact situation, but I also feel like that's not going to be the case for everybody. This is also like indicating like an ex or somebody who like the person that got away. I feel like there's going to be some big moves though. Big moves in romance or big moves for a romantic partner, big changes regarding a romantic partner as well. And we also have, okay, so let's talk about the dime here. Things that turn on a dime. Things can change on a dime. So for some, you might not see like a big romantic gesture coming. Some of you may not. This is like the song that I heard was Big, Big Plans. And I can't think of who it is now. Oh my gosh. Chris, I think his name is Chris something. It's on the tip. It's like, I can't think of it. But anyways, it's like big, big plans. And it's like all about having plans, like a big marriage proposal planned or having big romantic plans. Being very romantic. This is a very romantic time for some of you. And some of you just thinking in more like romantic terms, wanting to be with someone, being very much in your heart space, being very loving. There's a lot of hearts here, okay? So we got this heart, this heart, and this heart. This heart represents a short-term relationship. This heart can indicate having very strong feelings of love for someone. And it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. And this one is kind of a mixed bag because it has a lot of very sweet longing type energy or just remembrance type energy, which can happen when you're no longer with somebody. This can happen with an ex. This can happen with somebody's past. But there's just a lot of love here. So for some of you, like, again, the reason this is an epic reading is because for some of you don't see how things are going to change in your love life. And it's going to change on a dime. It's going to happen like overnight. Like 1 minute, you're going to be in thinking in single person terms, like reading a book before you go to bed. You know what I mean? Going to the movies by yourself. Okay. And then like the next day, you're going to be like, wow, we're on a trip to so-and-so place, or we're thinking about moving in together, or thinking about getting married, or, you know, doing something really kind of maybe bigger than what you're expecting. Like, this is like bachelor type stuff. Like, you know, like the show where it's like you go on a helicopter ride and it's big, you know, plans. It's big, making big changes for a romantic person or somebody that you're romantically interested in. I don't even know. There's so much. Okay. We also have the miracles here. We have the miracles charm. This is it's like a very heavy, big charm, which represents a big miracle in your life. So this is a time of miracles. For some of you, the miracle is something happening with your love life. Maybe your love life hasn't been that active. Maybe, you thought it was over with the person, or you thought, okay, I'm never going to find love, or I'm never going to blah, 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 have a romantic person again. But there's some miracle happening with love. I also feel like the miracle doesn't have to do with love for some of you. The miracle is, for some of you, I want to say money, like going from rags to riches overnight, or things changing with regards to your finances. So like if you didn't have a job, you getting a job and things changing that way. For some of you, it's a change of like residence or place where you live. For some of you, the miracle has to do with, I want to say some kind of expansive element, because we have the flowers here, and this is making me think of, I don't know, something to do with a long-term dream or goal, blossoming, something that you've wanted to do for some time, that's going to be like the miracle. You getting to do something that you wanted to do for some time. I'm getting like kind of emotional because my friend Rebecca, she has stage 4 lung cancer, and I'm hoping to be able to give her a miracle of taking this trip that she wants to go on. Those of you who want to help her take her trip, please let me know. Okay, send me an email and be like, hey, I want to help Rebecca. But yeah, something like that. It's like gifting somebody a miracle. It's like gifting somebody maybe some money to do something that they've wanted to do for a long time. All she wants is like this one trip to this one place. That's it. That's like her miracle trip. And I can't do it. I would need to have a significant chunk of change to do it. I've been hoping maybe something would come through that I could help her do it. But it's kind of like that. It's something really special, really, really special. Either you're going to give this to someone or somebody's going to give it to you. It's just like being in that place of miracles where miracles can happen. And like, if you have a dream or if you have something that you really, really want to have done and you're like, okay, I really need to get this done, and it would take a miracle to get it done, I feel like it's going to happen. That's what it's such an epic reading. I'm telling you guys. I want to talk about some of you like maybe needing to get some health stuff done. And the miracle is maybe like finally, you get some, maybe like a medical check, or maybe, maybe something comes back and it's clear, or maybe something comes back and it's like a negative test result. And you're like, oh my God, that's like some kind of miracle as well. I also feel like some of you are going to see the doctor, or going to be doing something medical really related, getting something fixed. Maybe it's a necessary surgery, or it's something that you have to have done. I feel like you're going to be getting that done. I see that. Things are going to line up with your love life. Going back, because we have the dove here as well with these 3 hearts here. And I don't feel like you see that coming either. And I do want to say, like, one of the things I'm seeing is, we have the star earring here. And I see for some of you, that is going to represent a divine pregnancy, a divinely blessed pregnancy. So like if there's anything that's lining up as far as your love life, that's also, I feel like, in alignment with what's coming next for you. Some of you, even males that are watching, this could be a pregnancy that would be an unexpected pregnancy or unplanned pregnancy, but it's a blessing. That would come through. I'm seeing that. Some of you wouldn't want that, but I'm definitely seeing some kind of unexpected pregnancy there. One of the things that's coming through also is this shift from some kind of rough energy or some kind of rough patch in your life to something really, really soft. It's like it's a shift from this abrasive, rough energy to really soft energy. And there's some epic things that you're going to be doing differently in your life. Some of you are going to have a move that's epic. For some of you, you're going to be entering a relationship that's like a long time coming, or that's some kind of like everything you could ever wanted type of relationship, or that's it's like, that's your goal. It's like a dream. And like, for some of you, you're going to be really either working towards that, moving to be with someone, them moving to be with you, or like really like making some changes in your life so that you can be available to have a relationship like that, or be for a specific person, or just open to it. Like I feel like for some of you, it's fulfilling lifetime dreams, fulfilling lifetime goals. That's one of the things that makes it so epic, this reading. And I feel like financially, like I said, things are going to turn on a dime. And the dime represents large chunks of change coming with a lot of zeros. So the miracle might be a large check with a lot of zeros, more zeros than you're expecting. That's what I want to say. I'm going to leave off here. Thank you guys so much. I wish I could continue, but I have to end for my memory on my phone. So thank you guys so much. I send everyone big hugs, big kisses, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. All right. Bye, guys.